Hi, my name is Adelyn Rivero, and today I will be introducing my design for the Manson family at the Venetian Drive site in Miami Beach. The first project in the series of projects that led to the design of this house was the human perception charrette, in which I use elements from my three top boxes, which were named Divine, Frightened, and Sublime. As you can see, elements of them incorporated into the design of the exterior of the house in the greenhouse enclosure surrounding the pool and the pergola outdoor seating area with the same glass elements and the glass panelings of the enclosure and the material used in the pergola, as well as playing with the lighting elements and the peaks of the pergola, which are reminiscent of the elements in the Frightened box. The second project was the original design, in which we analyzed an existing project and created a design inspired by it, but yet not plagiarizing it. And in that model, I used the same glass elements from some of the previous boxes, which are further incorporated into elements of the outdoor areas of the project through the shading from the branches and the glass materials and the experiences created within those spaces. My clients, Marilyn, Mark, and Marley Manson, have a specific aesthetic that I wanted to emulate in their house design. And as you can see, she is a 34-year-old chemical engineer. He's a 38-year-old horror novelist, and they have an 4-year-old all-black Doberman. In the building site and analysis, we analyzed different aspects of the site and building in order to create a functional design that creates an understanding of the site the house is built on. These are the sun studies, which allow us to know which areas of the house receive the most light at different points of the year, at different points throughout the day, and allows us to create informed design decisions about where we place windows and cantilevers and shading systems. These are the landscape noise and wind diagrams that show where wind, positive noise, such as the sound of waves, and negative noise, such as traffic, impact the site, as well as the landscaping conditions. These are the daylight diagrams, which show you what areas of the house are the most illuminated on both the first and second floors, the design guidelines about the best views in the house, the necessary landscaping or barrier conditions to create either a more private or open enclosure surrounding the house, and the areas that receive the most sunlight within the house. For the A5 program and diagram, I further expanded on the idea of creating a space that the clients that could identify with, such as a home that is somewhat eerie and elegant at the same time while remaining simple and true to form. The spaces aim to create a soothing area that the clients can be comfortable with, as well as incorporating dominant features such as naturally lit spaces and open transitions in between spaces. This is the light analysis, in which I show which areas of the house I want to be illuminate the most and the least. Some of the design guidelines that I wanted to incorporate into my project, such as the dark, luxurious materials, the open spaces, creating fluidity, efficiency through the organization of the programming of the house, and dramatic moments created throughout the house, emphasizing vertical elements through double-heighted spaces, tall lighting, and recessed lighting. This is the materiality board in which I expressed the concept of the house, different materials that I wanted to use, some of the inspirations that went into it, and the overall aesthetic of the clients. Here you can see the first and second floor plans, in which you can see all of the furniture and how open the spaces are on the first floor, which contrast the enclosed spaces on the second floor, which are more private and intimate for the client and their guests. In the ceiling plans, you can see the different lighting fixtures I chose for different areas of the house. The majority of the house is illuminated through the use of recessed lighting, whereas the elegant long chandeliers are only within the double-heighted space, and the pendant lights are in the dining room area where I wanted to create a different motion for the client. These are the transversal and longitudinal sections of the house in which you can see the materials and spaces of the house from section views. These are my first floor, second floor elevations, as well as the double height space, which contains the living and gathering area. This is the front elevation of the house, the kitchen and dining area, the bar, and the library. And on the second floor, you see the master bedroom, the master bathroom, and the balcony to the master bedroom. Here you can see the views from an elevated second floor view towards the double-heighted area of the first floor where the living room is and the library of the house. Here you can see a different view of the gathering area from the first floor and a view from the dining room area of the general space of the house. These are two views of the pool lounge area, of it in spring when the trees are blooming and winter when the tree branches have been bared. Here you can see the outdoor seating area, different views of the pergola, and two different seating areas, views of the kitchen from the dining room, and views of the bar from the living gathering area. These views show the master bedroom and the bathroom connected to the master bedroom. And finally, a view of the entrance of the house in the front facade.